Hey, what's up, everyone? This is gonna be a Soviet versus Allied game in RA2.
Building. New construction options.
And I scout the map with this dog. All the dogs. Scout dogs.
Unit lost.
And, so this should be an interesting game. And this map, what you gotta do is you eventually gotta move your MCV. It's like a move MCV map. If the game goes like over 10 minutes or something, or you can move it early for the gems.
Construction complete. New construction
Getting the second
options.
war factory is important after you get enough money to get a second war factory, but not too soon. Same rules as any map. And notice how in the parts of the map there's like kind of like a little blockade in the upper left of this map, and
Unit ready.
that's like sometimes the tanks could get jammed in there in the upper left of yellow space.
Complete. Unit ready.
You know, try to kill that dog. And now he made a flag truck early. Whenever you see a early flag truck, you don't make a rocketeer, because like you wanna either make a Harrier or don't make any air at all. So that's is a good strategy to, or just try to tank him out. Especially if you made 2 flag trucks. I mean, that's too early for a flag truck. The Soviet player should wait to see what I'm gonna do, to see if I'm gonna get air or not. But of course I did get one minus more than the fast radar. And my build is actually a little bit risky. I could get out tanked by going fast radar. You want to get the fourth miner up and then start spamming grizzly tanks. But trying to mix it up and throw everything at him before air, before some big air defense actually sometimes works. In this map I can because I set up the gem. So since if he's gonna kind of let me come to space, I'm just gonna shoot him. I think he didn't expect me to attack right there. That's why he didn't move. He's like, the allies is attacking first. Like, that's kind of what you're supposed to do.
New construction options.
And I'm gonna try to be somewhat aggressive. And see, I'm making Mirage tanks, fast tech and Mirage tanks. It's not the best strategy. I think I got 3 miners right now. It's not the best strategy, but I wanted to try it because sometimes it works. If the Soviet player doesn't hurt you, you could frustrate the Soviet player, and then sometimes you have tons of Mirage. Like, it's risky. Something you don't do versus a good player. But sometimes it can work versus a good player. And I'm just gonna try it here, see what happens. I notice how I almost hit 0 for a second, or I might have hit it for like a split second. And the money. I already got 2 Mirage tanks, which is good. And they hit hard, the Mirage tanks. For those of you that don't know.
Unit ready.
And I almost wanted to blow up the trees so I could get my Mirage tanks right at the corner, but it's too risky at this point. No, I was like, oh my god, I gotta get over there. Is he going to my base? And I think, oh my god, I think he's going to my MCV. That's not good, so I gotta get over there. So he's going around to the left, and I don't have a scout over there, but I see him going there. I'm like, oh crap.
Unit ready.
So it looks like, wow, I'm just gonna have you on 1 war factory the whole game. This sucks. So at least you didn't get my miner right there. That's the good news.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
So it looks like he's gonna win this. I'm right here.
Unit lost. Select target.
Now I gotta spam defenses. But notice his tank. It looks like he could kill me right now, but actually his tanks are damaged, so he probably can't. And I could defend with also now I have no choice to make Mirage tanks now. Because if I make Grizzly tanks, he's gonna simply beat me. Maybe I could, but I got the lab. I know I took a risk. Now I gotta try to take advantage of the risk. And getting the MCV blown up was not a good idea. Sometimes if the Rhino tanks get ahead of you, or the tanks get ahead of you, you see him going to your base, but you can't catch up. You kind of had to like put a blockade where you don't want him to get past this point and that point. And since I was maneuvering around on the hills, like I was thinking about shooting trees, and like he just got like basically a second ahead of me. He gets like 2 seconds ahead of you. Boom. The MCV gone. Just so you guys, it's got the map, but it's got the map. It's got the map really good thing, but
ready to roll. Ready to roll.
But that was the reason. That was the reason why I got out of the song.
Vehicle ready. Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
So
Closing in. Driver up.
Unit ready.
Vehicle ready.
I'm gonna spam get these. Try to get as many desolators as I can.
Unit
Unit
destination,
ready.
Commander.
Now I'm gonna play aggressive. Use the GIs. He could probably beat my Mirage tanks, like barely beat them. But with these GIs, I don't think he can. So I'm gonna put a 5 on there. Boom.
Unit ready.
Hit the all the desolators.
Destination, Commander. Sir, yes, sir. Ready to roll. Outstanding.
And this is where it's starting to get interesting.
Destination, Commander.
He has to move his MCV because
Destination, Commander.
Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Securing position.
my miners could long distance mine a little bit, and I'll be okay.
Vector.
Now I gotta make sure I don't drive into
Yes, sir.
fog and run over all.
Unit reporting.
I mean, run into all his Rhino tanks.
Ready to roll.
Unit ready.
In the fog. Now I want to see what the miners are. Maybe kill a miner if I can. Make sure I don't get desolated. And desolators are too slow to get this Mirage tanks.
Outstanding.
Unit ready.
Got it. Squared away, sir. Destination.
Boom, I don't want to get melted and lose 1 or 2 GS, not a big deal.
Building.
And he's spamming, definitely
Unit
spamming
ready.
Yes, sir.
those, desolators. Now I want to boom, boom, boom.
Yes, sir.
Now he's going to keep walking, I'm going to keep going back and back.
Unit lost.
Outstanding.
I could shoot him with my plane, so it's not really the craziest big deal in the world.
Unit ready.
Aircraft reporting.
Just desolators.
Watch my six.
Now I want to almost try to get it with 1 Mirage tank, but then I was thinking, no, he's melting every second, so if he was just gonna walk to my base and then melt when he gets to my base.
Destination, Commander.
And I actually, yeah,
Unit
I made
ready.
a mistake with the GIs. They got stuck on the hill. I was gonna make them go all the way, which is not too big of a deal. Only lost a couple.
Unit
So I could make a prism tanks that basically if I make prism tanks and they see Mirage and prisms, like wow, this LA is gonna kick my ass. But yeah, prism tanks are always a risk. But when it's always a risk if your army is not big. And my army is basically kind of medium size. It could probably beat his army heads up right now if I have good control.
Destination.
But if I get desolated, I'm gonna obviously
Unit
lose.
ready.
Good to go.
Actually, he's got enough actually to kill my Mirage. Like if I make a mistake, like he could kill me right here. So
Select
definitely
target.
want to use paradrops for defense.
Unit
It's got
ready.
one prism take in there.
On our way, sir. Vehicle ready.
And now he's trying to maneuver around. He's playing a little bit tricky here. He's trying to tricky move around. He's trying to go from the right side to the left to go. All you really have to do is come more effective when you aim.
Vehicle ready. Outstanding.
But that's what we're doing. I can make it like I just like air, but still it's gonna lose the game.
Destination. Aircraft reporting.
And I only got 1 war factory, but it seems like the 1 war factory is enough to
Unit ready.
Now I'm thinking about spying him here. I'm like, do I want to get vet Mirage tanks? And if I get vet Mirage tanks, he's gonna be freaking crying. Like it's gonna be. Oh man, they are so strong.
Going in.
And actually, I don't want to shoot out damage. The desolators are more important than getting that damage on a tank. Okay, am I talking too fast here?
Skies ready. Yes, operation underway.
Reinforcements.
I know I'm
ready.
trying to. I might be talking too
Unit
fast. I don't
ready.
know. But anyway,
Unit
I
reporting.
want to waypoint this spy around and then try to get that war factory. It's actually a little bit hard to spy it the way because the miners are mining in the path of where the spy has to go.
Yes, sir.
And see, there's a mistake right there. I was spying him, but I actually didn't really lose that many Mirage tanks. I only got them damaged.
Select target.
Vehicle ready.
But I could heal those. Definitely heal them's a good idea because when the Rhino takes start control hitting the ground, then they're gonna
Have them on radar.
Unit ready.
kill my Mirages pretty quick. And when Rhinos kill Mirages, they actually get promoted on Rhino tanks. I know that's not something people consider, but
Yes, sir. Good to
I
go.
want to try to spy him, and he sees the darn thing.
Good to go. Securing
Unit
position.
lost.
So I was either gonna try to run or try to sneak in. I was like, if I can't get in there, I'm gonna get in the power plant and at least get something, but
Unit
didn't
ready.
happen.
Vehicle ready. No drag. Channel clear.
I gotta get spy, and I mean, engineer. I want to maybe try to spy him again, but I want to heal my tanks first.
Unit ready.
If he goes through that, he's gonna die because this prism tank's damage are real.
Unit
Oh, that
ready.
actually he actually has a slight chance. If he would've, he's too scared to do it. That would have been really close if he would have done that. If he would have just like tried to bulldoze me right there.
Unit
Aircraft
ready.
reporting. Instruments.
Yeah, that would have been pretty exciting if he would have done that. But it's always risky. He doesn't. I don't think he knows how many of my Mirage tanks are partially damaged.
Unit ready.
Because all my tanks are not full health because the Desolator did half damage to like what 6 of them or something like that. And now he's looking for something to hurt.
Commander.
I got a small base. I mean, it's keeping me alive. It's keeping me in the game's keeping me keeping me like, you know, with potential to hurt him, but
Channel clear. Like the wind. Changing vector.
Building.
he could he needs to attack me, but
Thrusters engaged. Vector. Changing vector.
if he could just spam war factories,
Pilot
it wouldn't
reporting.
really matter. My Mirage won't really matter, but
Unit ready. Unit lost.
when as much he's gonna have out tank, you need to do like basically like 3-2 out tank or something. And maybe, I mean, honestly, if you can't escalate it, maybe it's like get more stuff to me.
Aircraft reporting.
Obviously, because the Mirage tanks are stronger.
Vehicle ready. Vehicle ready. Yes, sir.
Even though they got less armor, they're stronger.
Unit ready.
I know not bulldoze tanks. If you need to bulldoze somebody, like
Reporting.
in a like a Sedona Pass or something, like actually Rhino tanks are better than
Unit ready.
Unit to go.
the better bulldoze tanks.
Weapon ready.
I don't know if you know what I mean. It means like if you just have tons and tons and tons of freaking
Yes, sir.
defenses. Bulldoze means just like crack the defenses, basically break through everything. Mirage tanks are more like fighter tanks. They're not like demo
Select
like
target.
attacking base structures and stuff like that.
Securing
Unit
So
lost.
channel clear. Pilot reporting. Have on radar.
Unit
Pilot
ready.
reporting. Unit reporting. High speed, low ready to go. Securing position.
yeah, I noticed that this is regular too. The Mirage tanks are harder to hit,
Pilot reporting.
which is good.
Watch my six. Yes, sir. On our way, sir.
So I'm really coming at him with the planes. If you haven't noticed yet, like these planes, like I'm like really like putting a lot of effort into like trying to get these. I'm really working the freaking air right now.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
It says this is a good game. Whenever I have a challenge, it seems like I play a little harder. If I think the guy's noob, and then like I think the game's gonna be boring, then I won't try as hard. And then sometimes they say, like when I first started playing this game, people would say I'm bad, I suck at the game, but they're really good. And then I fell for it a couple times. But like you never believe anything like somebody says, like I suck or like this is my first time Soviet, and they've been playing for like 2 years or something.
Instruments locked on.
Securing position.
And now he's going for the minus. He has all his miners in one spot. Notice that that's a good target for me to try to kill him, but I can't really kill him until I get all his desolators. Even one desolator could do a massive amount of damage. I want to try to send a split at him.
On our way, sir. Outstanding. Good to go. On our way.
I think he kind of sees, but he got all that gems right there anyway. So
Channel thrusters engaged.
yeah, and I'm killing the desolators like crazy.
We're going in.
Select target.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Good to
ready.
go.
And what he thinks is he's gonna get enough desolators and just basically walk to my base and then get me cornered and take out the war factory. That's what he thinks.
On our way, sir.
But and he does have flak cannons, but he needs to get flak
Good
trucks.
to go. Yes, sir.
He doesn't. He has flak troopers.
On our way, sir. On our way. Securing position.
Well, I mean, he can't really desolate me. He's gonna kill his own flag troopers. But he figures if all my Mirage score in his base doesn't care if he kills them. So I don't know. I guess that's his logic.
Securing position.
Pair drop right there is a good idea because you could get a couple GIs on top of the hill.
Yes, sir.
Unit
And
ready.
then they would be like top so you could kill a lot of
Vehicle
desolators.
ready. Unit reporting. Squared away, sir. Vehicle ready.
Unit lost.
See, I'm on that idea.
Closing in.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
Pilot have them on radar. Destination. Watch my instruments.
Now I think he's manually mining now because it looks kind of strange how all the miners went to one place.
Vehicle ready.
Unit
But
ready.
manually mine is not a good idea because it doesn't really work that well, and it's just hard to do because like he's got to control his army too.
Yes, sir. Outstanding. Good to go.
I don't know, he's not doing too bad manually mining
Unit
actually.
ready.
I noticed only got like 2 prism tanks, and those prism tanks are really like initiated tanks. So like when you get into the fight, the prism tanks are the first thing to hit. They got the longest
Unit
range,
ready.
and they do splash
Select
damage.
target.
And I got 2. The reason I don't got more than 2 is because getting too many is risky. Because your army, because they're super fragile, and I gotta put more money into my high quality Mirage tanks, but also
Securing position.
even get Grizzly tanks if he gets
Destination.
if he starts getting out of control, I'm gonna start getting Grizzly tanks.
Building.
And those my planes are just freaking slicing up his,
Channel clear.
and he keeps making more and more and more and more.
Vector.
Unit ready.
And this guy's crazy. He keeps thinking that, yo, he's like, I got all these miners on here, I got flag troopers, I'm gonna. And then he's trying to defend with flag troopers, and then he's gonna with the Kirov.
Unit promoted. On
I'm like, dude, this guy's gonna lose. But then like he is starting to get a little crazy now because look at what's happening. He's got a Kirov.
ready.
He's got the flag troopers. He's got so many flag troopers that they're gonna eventually start killing my planes.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Notice I got the IFV starting already.
Reporting.
Because that Kirov will kill every single building if I don't have adequate air defense. Or I don't want to keep this prism tank so yes, prism tanks alive. What am I doing?
Disguise ready. Indeed.
I want to try spy him again, I guess. I don't know why I left my Mirage tanks there. Wow, I really lost concentration at the bit. I'm keeping my main army together, that's what's important.
Vehicle ready.
But that's interesting, I didn't realize I did that.
Training.
Ready to roll. Vehicle ready.
I also focus on the Kirov. If that Kirov gets to my base, man, and he's trying to shoot his IFVs. If he kills his IFVs, it's game over. Seriously, game over.
Unit promoted. Unit lost.
Well, I saved one prism. So look at this, like, and look at all them. He actually did what he was trying to do. I was like, dude, I thought I was killing his ass with the freaking planes, but now like his
Training.
Desolator's like almost in my base. If they get in my base, I'm dead. I can't stop him if he gets in my base.
Unit ready.
No, I'm making revision because I'm scared that he might get like half of my Mirage tanks or something. And I don't know where how much I want. I don't know where it's going. How to stop it? I think I could stop it if he doesn't shoot them. But he's trying to shoot it with
Unit ready.
he might get my airport. If he gets my airport, that's really bad because I only got one war factory.
Unit lost.
Don't want him to get a promoted Kirov or anything. Okay, now he's coming in. He's coming in to shoot the IFVs. Okay, got away. Now he's gonna. Now notice that the Desolators are below me. Oh, he made a mistake. He didn't deploy fast enough. And now I got the Desolators are almost getting in. Now I got a Tanya and I got the Racketeers. The Racketeers to kill the Desolators because my planes can't shoot them fast enough. My plane, there's too many of them. He did exactly what he was trying to do. But now he's got a lot of stuff. Now it looks like I got an elite plane. I got one elite plane and two, I think one or two vets. Two stripes. I noticed how I seen a lot of a couple players that are pretty good with Soviet that they control shift with the Mirage tanks and then the Mirage tanks move and then the Rhino tanks shoot the Mirage tanks. Don't do that. You gotta control shift just a position just to get initiation, and the Mirage tanks are best standing still. A lot of all Allied players really know that. I think most Allied players know that, but some Soviet players don't know that. They play Allies once in a while. Something you gotta know. Well, she's not gonna be able to deploy it.
Unit promoted.
Yeah, I didn't think he would be able to. Unless he had 5 in it. Now, then he might have been able to. But yeah, I know if he had like 2 or 3, he wouldn't be able to deploy fast enough. Now, notice I just took out his radar to Rocketeers because that was the only thing I could get without taking a risk. Now, it looks like he's screwed now. All I gotta do is finish him off.
Unit promoted.
Nah, I got my...
Player defeated.
Nah, he's just gonna quit, I guess. Good game.